Welcome to Hoops Junction. Vladimir here, and today we're going to be answering the question, does playing with great players automatically mean that the game is easier? Now right off the bat, I know what you're thinking. Yes. The better talent you have, the better you'll play, and the better that your team will function. And it could be true in certain instances, but the only way that can hold true 100% of the time is when everybody who is playing recognizes that they're playing with better players. That means that they're sacrificing for the betterment of the team. See, a lot of the times, playing with better players or greater players doesn't make the game so easy. And this season alone, we can see it through many teams. The Houston Rockets, they're suffering. They have two great players, Dwight Howard and James Harden. The Clippers, they had a bad losing streak. They lost like 2 out of 9 or 2 out of 7, something like that. They have a ton of great talent, and they could never excel where they should be, so to speak. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, as of late, the past couple of years, they've had a ton of talent, but they've never been able to win the NBA championship. And the last time they've been to the finals was almost 4 to 5 years ago. So that notion that it's the better the players are, the easier the game becomes is not 100% correct. I mean, you could even look at a point where when you think about the Los Angeles Lakers in 2004 or 2005 season. They went to the NBA Finals. They had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe and Shaq were in their prime. Gary Payton and Karl Malone were past their prime. And Karl Malone did suffer an injury. But still, with all that talent, they were unable to succumb to odds and win the NBA championship together. And that's the point. It's just like, just because you have great players, it doesn't automatically mean it's going to be an easy adjustment for you. It takes a great player psychologically to understand, I have talent around me, so let me help them help me. And that's the whole answer to the question. It's not automatically easier. You know, I see a lot of the halftime games, and a lot of times when Charles Barkley speaks, he says, when I play with better players, it just makes the game so easy. It made the game so easy. The game is never going to be easy. What can be easy is how you operate in the team. And a lot of times when you play with great players, they know they're great, so they're not going to ever want to take a back seat. You know, you can see that in Westbrook. You can see that in Stephon Marbury in the past. Stephon Marbury played with Kevin Garnett, and they were a great duo, but just Stephon Marbury's ego, he knew he was great. Garnett knew Garnett was great, and they couldn't make it work. The game wasn't easy. They were losing, and nothing meshed in between them. And that's my point, ladies and gentlemen. Just because you're playing with better players doesn't mean it's going to be easier for you to play. It doesn't mean that you should take a backseat mentality. It doesn't mean that you should play the same game because it's easier now because you have other people picking up your slack. It's actually the opposite. It's like when you get better players, you need to prove for the simple fact that you're good also, and this is why you belong amongst them. You get what I'm saying? So like, for example, the Dream Team. When they all assembled the Dream Team and they were doing all the practices, you know, when you watch the documentary, they were saying how every practice they went hard. Every game they were sacrificing. Every game they were trying to show and prove why they were on the team. You know, they'll go head to head, 1-on-1. They would compete to see who would make the better passes. They would compete to see who got the most rebounds because they wanted to show that I belong on this team, and they were willing to make sacrifices. See, they had the recognition to see that I'm playing with better players, so I need to elevate my game. Not only will they help me elevate my game, but I need to elevate my game to help the team. And that's what a lot of people don't understand when they think about like better players, or they think that when they assemble like a big three, automatically equals a win. You know, Miami Heat proved that doesn't automatically achieve you a win. You know, they went to the NBA Finals 4 in a row. They won 2 out of 4. They lost 2 though. You can't forget that. So that doesn't necessarily matter. What really matters is the fact that everybody is coming in with a mentality of what can I do for a team? How can I elevate my game to elevate the team? And that's when the game becomes easier. The game doesn't become easier just because I have a lot of great talent around me. I mean, there's a lot of times where you go play pickup basketball and you see guys pick all the best players on the team and they think, okay, we're going to run this court to the end of the night. And they lose to somebody or a team that the team just gels better. They just play better. They communicate more effectively, or they pass the ball. And those are some of the things what happens when you get a lot of great players together. They don't want to pass. They don't want to help others. They don't want to sacrifice parts of their game because they're saying, well, now that I got you, I could just do me even more. When it's the other way around, you got to serve each other. See what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, like, and Phil Jackson said this best. He said, for the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is in the pack. So what that means is the strength of a player is in his team, and the strength of the team is in the player. So it's a hand-in-hand marriage, and a lot of people just think like the strength of the players just makes the team, when it's completely false. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So is the game easier with better players? Theoretically, yes. Realistically, no. It doesn't work like that. And if you think it's going to work just because you got better this or better that, that doesn't mean anything. You can have a nicer car than someone. You could have a better job than someone, but you could still not get the girl. You get what I'm saying? Or you could be smarter than someone and you can get better grades than someone, but you can't outrun them. I mean, there's like certain things that just don't matter no matter how much better of something that you have, because it takes more than just being better or having better stuff. It takes more than just having better players also. You know, just because you have a chess set and you have a new chess set and I would have an old chess set, it doesn't mean that I'm playing chess any better or worse than you just because you have newer pieces. You know, see what I'm saying? So better players is just like a relative term, and it's not automatic. So if you think it's automatic, you're sadly mistaken. That's my bit on it. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that bit. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.